Are the assumptions I used in my retirement planning still valid?
There's really two types of assumptions that we look at when we look at retirement plans. And I've seen several of you in the office in the last 6 months, and we've been going back through these. The first type of assumptions are assumptions that you don't have any control over. Whatever inflation is going to be, it's going to be. Whatever your rate of return on your investments is going to be, that's what it's going to be. We're going to do our best to try to make an educated guess around both of those using history as our guide. Your rates of return, your inflation assumption, all those kinds of things we set using history as a guide. So that's the core. And then we nuance a little bit around those kinds of things. If we think that we may be in a low growth environment, like several of the folks here had mentioned going forward, we might take history as a guide and then shave a point or whatever it is. But really, when we make a retirement projection, we're looking out at 10, 20, 30, 40 years. That's a much different kind of number than what's the stock market going to do this year or in the next 5 years. So history has a much higher influence. The second type of assumptions that we look at are controllable assumptions. And the spending numbers that are available from you that you give to us within the financial planning process are very important. And when people feel out of control, that's the one thing that they can actually control tomorrow. If you feel nervous about your financial situation, you can reduce the amount of money that you take out of your portfolio. We've seen a few people defer purchases as times got bad. If their financial plan was kind of on the border of being successful or not over the longer term, we've seen a few people push their retirement dates back. For the most part, we have seen modest changes. We haven't drastically changed our approach to retirement planning. We think, by and large, the assumptions are still good. But if you have the flexibility to weather or cut back a little bit when times are tough, that substantially improves your ability to succeed. So if you have any questions, come see us. It's what we do. Contact me or one of our financial planning staff, and we'll sit down and take a look at it.